Hi, my name is Tamer Zaman, and I want to talk about storytelling and how it makes an impact to economic development officers, CFDCs, regional innovation centers, chambers of commerce, boards of trades, and so on. A little bit about me. I have the privilege of working with 1 Million Acts of Innovation for the past 6 years. It's a global non-for-profit organization that operates in Canada, Russia, Australia, US, just a number of different countries around the world. And me and my co-founders have the privilege of working with a lot of incubation centers, government agencies, really focus on helping small businesses grow. Some of the common challenges that we see facing economic development officers, in my case CFDCs or regional innovation centers, is looking at how to better serve their customers. When we look at their customers, we see they fall into different categories. There are organizations that walk into their offices and they are in the startup stage. They've got an idea, but they haven't moved anything about their idea. They're just the idea people who come in, get some advice, and walk out. The second stage is folks that, for various unfortunate reasons, they've had no choice but to create a job for themselves by starting a business. A large employer in the town has left. They don't have the privilege of moving to another town, and so they are looking to start a business. Another category of the businesses that they see is what we call non-performing businesses. For a variety of reasons, maybe it could be a father handed a business to a son or a daughter, and the son or daughter are not interested in running that business. Just for a variety of reasons, there are non-performing businesses that also these organizations see. The next stage is what we call performing businesses that are looking to grow. And the final stage is that businesses that are beyond performing, they are now innovating, they are growing into, expanding into other countries and so on. So how do we provide value to these organizations? How do we get them engaged? How do we get them to cause action that has not been cause action before? And a tool that makes a lot of difference in this area is what we call the leader's guide to storytelling. So whether you want to attract new businesses or help businesses grow, our invitation is to re-look at how to tell an engaging story. Telling engaging stories is really effective in not only capturing people's attention, but one of the things that we found in practicing storytelling is that it helps the storyteller make decisions. A good story causes action with the listener. Storytelling causes creative thinking. And if you think about Hollywood, for example, Hollywood makes over $10 billion every year in just telling stories. So today I'm going to cover Hollywood's model in telling stories and give economic development officers, CFDCs, and so on a tool that they can use immediately to help their customers grow as well as expand. Each Hollywood story has a number of components. The first component is the setup. If you think about watching a movie yourself, you'll notice that the director has spent a few minutes in the beginning, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, to help you understand the background story of the movie. Helps build a relationship between you and the characters of the movie. The setup is a key part of telling an engaging story. The second part of every Hollywood story is that it has a hero. Every Hollywood story has a villain, and the hero and the villain at some point have to fight. And at the end of the fight, there has to be a transformation. So let me repeat these steps again. Every Hollywood story has a setup, a hero, a villain. The hero and the villain have to fight, and at the end there has to be a transformation. For the purposes of this particular video, I'm going to talk about the Million Acts of Innovation working with a local CFDC. It's called South Lake CFDC, run by a guy called Peter Budrio. Peter is responsible for 3 communities, Town of Georgina, Keswick, East Gorhambury. Each of these geographies have different challenges, but generally speaking, most of the businesses in these areas are small mom and pop shops. They have, for various reasons, started a business. And if you had a camera watching them, you'll notice that most of them are, they're paying their bills, really working hard to making sure the cash flow is there for the business to go in week by week. But there's not enough money there in a lot of these businesses for these business owners to retire early. So the challenge for this particular CFDC was, how do we provide social media support to these businesses, because they all need a cost-effective way to reach out to more customers. They all could benefit from getting access to new markets, new customers, and also understanding how they can leverage social media for their use. So this particular local CFDC contacted 1 Million Acts of Innovation, and they engaged the Flourish program of 1 Million Acts, which is a team of social media students that come from a variety of colleges and universities that are local. The students are screened, they're trained in advanced social media skill sets, and then they get connected to the business owners, helping them put together a social media plan. And then once the plan has been approved, to execute on a plan, helping these businesses grow and get access to new customers. Well, after a series of workshops, the surprise effect that we saw was local web designers ended up hiring a lot of these students. A lot of the local businesses hired these students directly to help them on a part-time basis, to help them access new customers online. And as a result of these activities, we started to see a number of net new jobs getting created. So in this case, the setup that I brought for you, the background story was the CFDC and what was going on in that community. The villain in this particular story was the challenges facing these small businesses. The hero was the Flourish program of Million Acts of Innovation, as well as the local CFDC. The transformation was, the students had to meet the businesses for these jobs to get created by the local community as well as local web designers. Thank you so much.